Eyes closed, body still. The day is already falling quietly away. The long hours of it, the small tiredness that has been gathering in your shoulders since the morning, all of it beginning to loosen now, all of it allowed finally to rest. And here you are again, back in the small, warm carriage you know so well, the one that carries you every night at this same hour, the seat holding you the way it always holds you, softly, completely, familiar in every curve, the way a hand might hold something it has held 1,000 times before. For now, the carriage rests quietly, still, the way it always rests just before the journey begins. The light around you is low. It is not something you need to look at. It is more a feeling than a sight, a warmth pressed gently against your closed or half-closed eyes, amber and dim, the kind of light that asks nothing of you, that exists only to keep the dark from being total. You let it rest there, somewhere at the edge of your awareness, while the rest of you sinks further into the seat. The air inside is warm. It wraps around you the way a blanket wraps around you evenly, without gaps, without any part of you left out in the cold. Your hands rest in your lap or against the armrest, heavy already, unwilling to move. Your shoulders have lowered without your telling them to. Your whole body has begun quietly to let go. And then, so gently that you could almost mistake it for your imagination, the train begins to move, the same way it always begins, the same familiar first pull forward, soft and unhurried. There is no jolt, there never is. There is only that same slow, smooth beginning, evenly, softly, the way it always feels on this train, the way it will keep feeling for as long as you are sitting here. You do not need to watch anything to know that you are moving. You can feel it in the seat beneath you, in the air around you, in the slow, steady presence that always fills this carriage once the journey begins, and will not leave now for a long while. This movement is not sharp. It has no edges. It is continuous and even and unbroken, a single long motion that does not pause and does not startle. You feel it more than you hear it, a steady carrying forward and forward and forward, with nothing to interrupt it. You do not need to look outside. There is nothing out there that needs your attention. The world beyond the carriage has become distant already, vague, unimportant, something that exists somewhere beyond the warmth you are sitting inside, but not somewhere you need to think about. Let it stay out there, soft and dark and far away. In here, there is only this: warmth, stillness, and the long, gentle carrying of the train. The motion continues, even and unhurried, and you let yourself rest inside it. There is nothing to do here except be carried. There is nowhere to look, nothing to watch for, nothing waiting to happen. The carriage holds you, its warmth around you steady and complete. And the seat continues to hold your weight the way it held it at the very beginning, without change, without strain. You notice your breath has slowed. It has begun to settle into the same steady, unbroken rhythm as the motion beneath you, long and even, in and out, matching the gentle forward carrying of the train without any effort from you at all. You do not need to guide it. You only need to let it happen, the way you let your body sink further into the seat with every breath you release. The world outside remains distant. If anything is out there, it is only a vague sense of darkness passing by, formless without detail, not worth turning your attention toward. There is no window to watch, no scenery pulling at your focus. There is only the inside of this small, warm space and the long, steady motion carrying you through it. Your attention, freed from anything outside, begins to turn inward. You notice the weight of your own body, heavier now than it was a few minutes ago, pressed gently and fully into the seat beneath you. You notice the warmth held closely around your arms, your chest, your legs, as though the whole carriage has become one soft, enclosing warmth, with you resting at its center. You notice how still everything feels, even as the train continues to move, even as the long forward motion continues beneath you, unbroken and constant. This is the strange comfort of this journey, stillness and motion together at the same time, neither one interrupting the other. You are moving, and yet nothing moves within you except your own slow breath, your own settling weight, your own gradual, easy release into the seat. The motion outside of you and the stillness inside of you rest together, calmly, without conflict, the way two quiet things can exist side by side without needing to touch. Time passes, though you do not measure it. There is no need to know how far you have traveled or how far there is left to go. The journey is not about distance. It is only about this, being carried gently and steadily through a long stretch of dark and quiet time, with nothing required of you except rest. The long light beside you remains where it has always been, warm and and dim, present at the edge of things without ever needing to be looked at directly. You could let your eyes close completely now, and nothing about this journey would change. The motion would continue, the warmth would continue, the quiet, steady carrying would go on exactly as it has been going on, whether your eyes are open or closed, whether you are watching or simply resting. You let your eyes close now. The world beyond the carriage does not need you to notice it. It stays where it is, dark and distant, while you stay here, warm and held, moving gently forward without any need to see where you are going. There is comfort in this not knowing. There is comfort in trusting the motion to continue on its own, steady and unbroken, while you rest completely inside of it. Your body continues to grow heavier. Your thoughts, too, have begun to slow, softening at their edges, losing their sharpness, becoming less like distinct thoughts and more like a low, warm hum, present but undemanding, much like the light beside you, much like the motion beneath you. You do not need to follow these thoughts anywhere. You only need to let them drift, slow and soft, the way everything else here is slow and soft. The motion beneath you remains constant. It has not changed since the journey began, and it will not change for a long while yet. It is simply there, patient and steady, carrying you forward through time that has no shape, through darkness that asks nothing of you, through a stillness that somehow contains movement inside it without ever breaking apart. You rest more fully into the seat. Your breathing continues its long, slow rhythm, even and unhurried, matched completely now to the steady carrying beneath you. There is nothing else to notice. There is nothing else to do. There is only this warmth. There is only warmth, enclosure, gentle, unbroken motion, and the quiet, gradual turning of your attention further and further inward, away from anything outside, away from anything that is not this small, warm space and the steady sense of being carried through it. Time continues to pass, soft and unmeasured, and the motion beneath you continues without any change. You have stopped noticing where you are being carried. You have stopped needing to know. There is only the sense of forward movement, steady and enclosed, and the sense of your own body, heavier now, resting more completely into the warmth around it. The world outside has become almost nothing. It is only as a faint, formless dark, somewhere beyond the warmth you are wrapped in, not close enough to matter, not close enough to pull your attention away from the stillness you are sinking into. You do not reach for it. You let it stay far away, and you let yourself stay here, inside, warm, held, moving gently forward. Your breath has slowed further. It has become long and even and quiet, matching so closely now to the steady motion beneath you that you could not say where one ends and the other begins. In, held, out, slow. The rhythm is simple now, simpler than it was before, simpler than thought, simpler than anything except the plain fact of being carried gently through the dark. The warmth around you has settled into something even deeper than before, as though the whole carriage has grown warmer the longer you have rested inside it, or as though you have simply grown more able to feel it now that everything else has quieted. You are wrapped completely in stillness and warmth and slow, unbroken movement, and there is nothing left to do but rest inside all three at once. You feel yourself sinking, not falling, but sinking, slow and gentle, the way something soft settles into something even softer. The seat cradles you, the warmth holds you, the motion holds you. There is nowhere else you need to be, and nothing else you need to notice. Only this long, slow melting. The language of your thoughts has grown very simple now. The way everything here has grown simple, warm, still, held, safe. These words repeat softly without effort, matching the same unbroken rhythm as your breath, as the motion beneath you, as the slow, steady carrying that has not changed since the very beginning and will not need to change now. Warm, still, held, safe, melting. You do not need to keep track of anything any longer. You do not need to watch for anything any longer. There is only the next slow breath and the next slow breath, and the constant, gentle sense of being carried warmly, safely through a long stretch of quiet, dark, that has no edges and requires nothing from you. Warm, still, held, safe, melting. The motion continues, soft and steady, further away now, the way things feel further away when you are almost asleep. The warmth remains close, closer than the motion, closer than anything else, wrapped fully around you, holding you exactly where you need to be. There is nothing more. There is only this long, unbroken, gentle, resting, warm, soft, melting.